Hello and welcome to the second game of, well, quite important match of the international qualifiers for the Western scene. It is RoX versus EG. Like I said, game number 2. EG is one game up. We're gonna see if RoX can force out a game number 3 here, or if EG is gonna make another 2-0 in this qualifier. We are at the last stage of the qualifiers. There's 4 teams left. We're going to be having the same thing as the group stages, basically. So it's going to be having, basically, each team facing each other, not facing each other. Like, we're having RoX versus EG. Let's just do it easy. RoX versus EG. And we're going to have DD versus Mouse. And then the losers of those 2 matches will be facing each other today. And one of those will actually be going home today, as they will not be having a chance anymore at getting that ticket to going to TI3. The other 3 will be playing tomorrow with the winners bracket finals tomorrow. So the winners of this match and the winners of the next match are going to be playing tomorrow first thing. And then the last match of tomorrow for the qualifiers are going to be the loser of tomorrow's winners bracket and the winner of today's losers bracket. That's going to be the last match tomorrow, and then we know the 2 finalists, and those are going to be playing on Sunday. So we're going to have 3 best out of 3s today, 2 best out of 3s tomorrow, 1 best out of 5 on Sunday. And let's see how RoX is going to try to take a game off EG, which so far nobody has been able to do in the qualifiers. It is going to be some unorthodox bans from EG. They ban out the Clockwork, Wisp, Bat, and Lifestealer are going to be the standard ones that we see often. But it does leave the Nyx Assassin in the pool. There he is. And often picked up first, hereby done so by EG. We still also have the Lone Druid in the pool, as well as the Magnus. So let's see if RoX wants to use any of those. Lone Druid, actually RoX, not a very big fan of those, I believe. At least I haven't seen it playing him often. But do you really want to pass it up and give it to EG? I'm not so sure if you will really want to do that.
10 seconds remaining.
Then RoX thinking about what is up next.
5 seconds remaining.
And actually going to be taking a bit into their bonus time for this one. Of course, EG already used quite a lot of their bonus time. Already 25 seconds down the drain. Well, I'm not going to say down the drain actually, because of course they spend it useful. Yeah. And also RoX spending their time useful, because they have to think if they leave Magnus in the pool, will EG pick it up? And which ones will they be able to get? Like, will they pick up a Rubik instead of a Magnus? And if they pick up the Magnus, will EG pick up the Rubik, or will they just pick something else? And will RoX want to play and Rubik and Magnus just to make sure that EG doesn't get the Rubik or the Magnus? And the reason I say those together is of course because you can steal the RP and turn it around, and we have seen that EG do that, so you know, they don't want to be having to deal with that again. Or maybe they want to have like a standard combination going for them, like a Keeper of the Light and a Phantom Lancer. Now we already have a Nyx Assassin on the side of Evil Geniuses though, because you know, if you're thinking about a Keeper of the Light, you're thinking about Spike Carapace. So it's pretty tough for them to already have that Keeper of Light still. But do they really want to leave it in? Because then they give it to EG. And does EG want to pass up on it? No, because BDS plays a mean Keeper of the Light, and that might not be one that you really want to be giving away. They do give it away though, or at least if EG takes it. It is a Darkseer that was going to be there together with the Magnus. So far, team fight all around for RoX. And that is something that EG has to watch out for. Now, not too much, like, you know, if you know that it's only 2 picks. So yes, there is a nice team fight on RoX, but it doesn't say that their entire lineup is going to be built around that.
10 seconds remaining.
And it's also 2 heroes that can go for solo lanes. Magnus can go on a solo offlane Darkseer jungle. A lot of options. And EG, they leave Keeper of Light in, and they're going to be picking up Demon Storm Spirit and a Gyrocopter as well. Gyrocopter, of course, can be played as a support, can be played as a carry. Also a bit of versatility from them. And RoX has their last chance to pick something. I would suggest them to pick a carry, just to make sure that they don't have any carries banned out against them. Though if they do that, they'll make it easy for EG to ban out just all the supports that they don't want RoX to take. And since EG has got the first pick, they can just leave a support in that they still want to have with the Nyx Assassin. So maybe just selecting a support here will be giving the most versatility in the next phase for RoX, because there's just multiple more options for EG to ban the stuff out. Shadow Demon, of course, still in the pool if they want to have that. Leshrac still in the pool. Leshrac, of course, a great hero together with the Magnus. Same thing goes for Lina and a Jakiro. But it is indeed the Shadow Demon. I did mention him first because he is just a very high profile pick for a lot of teams right now, and just a hero that can make things happen in the lane and just can make lanes all of a sudden dominant, and of course works well against the Storm as well. Not really against the Storm per se, but again against the ganks that a Storm does, so you can just disrupt the target that Storm goes on and he's gonna be safe. Jakiro is gonna be the ban out for EG. I mean, they know now that there's gonna be a support still needed for RoX, and they do like their Jakiro, so they're gonna be banning out that combination. Leshrac and Lina and Clockwork actually do the same. Clockwork, of course, already out, but Leshrac and Lina could still get banned out if EG doesn't want to pick up one of those two, which they actually might be able to. Because same thing goes with the Shadow Demon that goes with the Nyx Assassin, even though a bit less with the Nyx Assassin, but you still have that Impale that can set up for a stun of either the Lina or the
10 seconds remaining.
Basically. But then again, if they leave one of those in, they might with that give away that they want to pick it up, and we might see RoX banning it out just to make sure that EG doesn't have that either. Rubik is going to be the one that gets banned out still. Of course, I mentioned him as a counter towards that Magnus. Bit of a counter. Not sure if you can call it a counter, but you know. Let's see. Ban EG ban out the Juggernaut. They were up against the Juggernaut mid in the previous game, and they don't want to be having it again, interestingly enough. Of course, maybe even mostly for that healing ward that was just fairly annoying for them, that they don't want to be facing. But Juggernaut did have a bit of an impact in the previous game, though. He was able to get some farm. He was, like I said, the aura person and did act as it. I mean, he wasn't really the killing machine that you might be expecting from a Juggernaut, but he was still a very sustainable hero, and he made a lot happen on the map, also with his Aghanims, of course, able to just jump around the whole time, making EG a bit hesitant about doing anything until the jump was over.
5 seconds remaining. EG's
and there goes the Keeper of Life still. With a Weaver, the last ban out for EG.
Dire team ban.
And again, a Weaver that RoX played in the previous game. So which hero are they going to be pairing up with that Shadow Demon is the question. We still have the Luna in the pool. Might see that one popping up again, as it's been a while since we've seen her. Still, of course, also have those hard carries like Phantom Lancer, Anti-Mage, Faceless Void, you know it.
Seconds remaining.
What's RoX gonna ban out? If they ban out a Leshrac or a Lina, they can pretty much know that EG is gonna pick up the one that they leave in. And they probably leave both in just to make sure that they at least have one of those picks. As the Nature's Prophet is the last ban out for EG. Of course, we saw Bamboo's Nature's Prophet, even though it did go down a couple of times at the start. He was able to help win his team, help his team win in the end. There goes Leshrac. Let's see if RoX is still going to pick up that Lina. Or if they want to go for a different kind of secondary support. Or if they want the secondary support to begin with, because it's not even very needed. They could just pick up a jungle hero. Or set Darkseer in the jungle and have another solo lane.
Seconds remaining.
We do now, of course, have also the Leshrac versus Shadow Demon combination, which may actually help EG as well. As in, if the Shadow Demon disrupts a friendly target, the Split Earth can still be there to set it up. You have to, of course, time that disruption properly. There's the Luna, as expected, still that carry.
EG's turn to pick.
Often she was picked up together with the Shadow Demon because you have got that Lucent Beam that on itself is already pretty nice nuke, but with the Soul Catcher there turning into an even more dangerous nuke. And at the time, of course, she was picked up often with a Jakiro, and even though he's no longer there, Alina might do the same thing, even though that will actually be messing up my Lina Luna thing. Well, you know, you will know what I mean. But you still have a lot of high burst damage at the start of the game. At the start of the lane, actually. And can be doing a lot there on the lane. Could even be going aggressive if you really want to.
Reserve time.
Question is, do you really want to against the Leshrac Nyx gyro lane? Because that's not an easy lane to take on, and we might actually see EG be the ones to be aggressive here. EG that are now thinking about their last pick. They still have 50 seconds left into their bonus time though. Something that RoX cannot say because they only got 2 seconds left. Ooh. Now we've seen the Treant Protector yesterday already for Q-Pad, but we see it again now, and this is gonna be a solo off lane. I think it is. Or solo safe lane might even be the case. And then have an aggressive trial lane with people that are just invulnerable because of their living armor. Luna.
10 seconds remaining.
Nova. Go on, pick something.
5 seconds remaining.
Pick something. Because they don't have any time left. There we go. Oh, it's a Chen. I did mention that a jungle hero would still be a possibility. I wasn't actually expecting it though. Not when there's a Treant Protector on the map screaming aggression. But maybe they wanted some region of their own. Of course, now when the Chen is level 6, he'll have a Hand of Midas, and if EG decides to fight real early on, at least they'll have the Hand of Midas to be able to prolong their deaths. We'll find out though. Everybody's selecting their heroes, and we will be jumping ourselves into the game really soon. And oh yeah, this was the one I was looking for. Hello overlay. Yay.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Let's see. Who is gonna be playing what? Why?
Prepare for battle.
There we go. That's better. Like the dire thing never really comes forward. Oh, what's this? Jesus, that's way too heavy for your dude. And he hops also. Anyways. Let's see who is gonna be playing what in this game. That is gonna be the first game of the second phase of the qualifiers, the Western qualifiers even, for the International 3. We're going to be seeing RoX.KiS versus EG fighting for that spot in the winners bracket finals, and the other one will be fighting for their survival in the qualifiers in the lower bracket semifinals later today. It is going to be Dread playing the Darkseer, going to be on the off lane for his team. Vanscore on the Shadow Demon once again. BZZ will be playing on the Luna, and it looks like we might be seeing them going for a semi-aggressive Trial lane with Yol playing the Chen. Was actually expecting him to be in the jungle on the dire side, but looks like we might see him in the Radiant side. Solo Boy taking on the role as the Magnus in the solo mid lane, and that was one at least that we were expecting. In the meantime, on the side of EG, the team that has been unbeaten as of yet, we're going to be seeing Bamboo playing the Treant Protector. He's going to be playing that off lane, of course. We're going to be seeing Fear on his Nyx Assassin, Beat is on the Leshrac. Of course, this is going to be tag team 1-on-1. You have got your Impale Split Earth to follow up, and that's going to be very annoying to deal with. And talking about annoying to deal with, if Chen was indeed planning on going into his own jungle to farm, well, tough luck for him. He'll only have this camp to farm from because the rest is all blocked. We're going to be having Demon playing a Storm Spirit again, once again, as expected. And on the bottom lane, we'll be having Jo playing the Gyrocopter, so they have kind of swapped their roles a bit. Of course, Fear in the previous game, he was playing that Sven. Jo now going to be taking on the carry role as the Gyro. And just going for the heroes that they're most familiar with, as Fear himself is going to be playing the Nyx with an Invis rune. And finding Yol there, seeing that he is taking home Sanctuary in the dire jungle. Do they have sentries? They could drop it if they want to. Disruption is going to start off. Here comes an Impale upon Yol. Hits also on Lucia still. Rocket Barrage. Split Earth. Yol! Is he going to be killed? Kill number 1. Yes, he is. Yes! So a 1-for-1 trade, but the first blood still goes to Fear. He's getting harassed a bit, but he should be able to stay alive. The Centaur has got another stun in 5 seconds. Again, Impale going to hit on Basalt. Split Earth going to follow up. Fear running for his life. Gets a Soul Catcher though, because Vanscore now level 2. Here comes Jo again. BZZ popping a salve. Will be able to keep it coming, and will be able to stay alive. The Centaur rather doesn't have any stuns anymore, so we'll just be seeing Fear running back towards his base, towards his tower rather. In the meantime, on the top lane, a dive going on as well, and it's gonna be Dread that is gonna be getting a lot of damage going through, and Bamboo is gonna see him surge himself away. He's gonna see Dread surge himself away to try and stay alive. Of course, Dread aiming to tower skip these creeps a bit, but not able to do that because there's a tree standing in his way. Well, I guess you can't really call it tower skip if you're on the safe lane, but he does try. With the death, by the way, upon the Chen, he is rotated into his own jungle and finds that he indeed only has one place to find himself that farm. With also the departure of everybody on the bottom lane, basically, it is EG that rotates middle. Oh, and they're going to be going for Bamboo right now. Or are they? They do have a net, but he's not going to be in range anymore. A push might be more like it. A push from RoX. They can't do that. You should not underestimate those skeletons. They do a ton of damage. Might be very squishy, but a ton of damage it is. A 1-for-1 trade was still all it was. It's quite surprised actually to see that not change. I thought there were more in the end, but no, a 1-for-1 trade with the first blood going to EG. Of course, here you can see it. Vanscore getting the other last hit for the kill. 4 heroes here on the top lane. Soulcatcher and net up on Bamboo, but he has living armor. He will be able to stay alive because it also works on magic damages like the Lucent Beam. In the meantime, Tower's still alive for now. We've got 3 on the top lane for EG now as well as Fear and Beat is rotating. I mean, they want a piece of this experience as well. Free farm for Jair though. Could be trouble for RoX. In the meantime, Solo doing okay in the mid lane in terms of keeping himself alive. In terms of last hits, he is 7 for 0 while Demon is sitting on 17 for 8. So doing quite a bit better here. And in that case, we can state that the lanes are in favor of EG on the middle and the bottom lane. On the top lane, they're not really winning the lane per se, but they are making sure that BCZ is actually not getting the free farm that he probably would have wanted to have. He's only got 4 less hits right now, and he's going to be forced to take some of the jungles creeps here as well. There's a push incoming though, 2 ranged creeps as well as a siege creep. Oh, well, they will be killed off by that tower. The supports rotate though, they want to have a kill, they want to have blood, they smell blood. Might be able to take down Vanscore if he just lets himself come in range, but he's not going to be doing that. He's not crazy. Or is he? No. Seems like Yol actually went for satire right now. I mean, the sentry ward went away, so that's the one camp that he can still be in as well. Congrats on him. He'll just spam out his ability. Still has 3 shockwaves left. Those. It's not the shockwave of the Magnus, no, it's his own shockwave.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Lucent Beam up on Beat is, but no disruption there to try and help out. And the heal is just as fast there, so no real need to worry. In the meantime, we do have Dread back on the bottom lane though. We're taking some flak and harassment. Of course, Gyro up against a Darkseer. The whole idea is for Darkseer to either tower skip the creeps, or to push the lane out constantly with the Iron Shell and just take the experience there and force Jayo to take last hits under his tower. And also, of course, take a bit of harassment under his tower. The idea about a Gyrocopter is that basically anybody that comes to his lane, he can force out again purely because of that flak cannon. I mean, it's only 50 mana and he's got his Bassi and it's, yeah, he's just doing really well. And that's also why Dread backs off again. He is level 5 though, which is really quite nice for Darkseer that has actually been top and bottom already. Gonna be seeing Storm sitting at level 6. Same thing goes for Solo though. Both of these heroes, when they have that level 6, might see them trying to go for a couple of kills. For Solo, will be a bit tougher to go for the Magnus right now, purely because he knows that Magnus has a full mana bar, and you know, you don't want to be getting yourself RP'd now, would you? I mean, especially not if you have some people missing from the map, like the Chen, like the Darkseer. Darkseer, who is gonna go into the jungle, knows that he couldn't be going on his own jungle anymore and just went into the Radiant jungle. Same thing goes for Yol now, as he also takes Sanctuary in the Radiant jungle once more. We do have a bit of a chase down. Solo, no longer having mana for an RP, does have a sick charge though, and now he has mana again. And an Illusion Rune. We'll be happy with that. In the meantime, Bamboo sitting on 19 for 9. And BCZ on 13 for 3. So the Solo offlane, well, who is no longer Solo, obviously. But the offlane for EG doing better than the hero that's supposed to be free farming for RoX. So right now, EG pulling ahead. It is still only 6 minutes into the game, but with already having a 1k gold advantage, while the kills are sitting even, not that bad at all.
Whoa, what'd I miss?
And Illusion Rune seemingly allowing Solo to push a bit further here. Talking about pushing a bit further. Both Yol and Dread also a bit on the pushing side. Jeo is not gonna be sad about that though. I mean, he'll kill everything that comes in. He doesn't care. Doesn't care at all. All he cares about is last hits.
Radiant's bottom tower
But the kills
is
have kind of subsided. I mean, oh, or have they? Soul Catcher there on as well, but they can't really chase it down. They're still losing beam, and the heal is still gonna be there. It should be enough. And actually leech sheet up on BZZ. But yeah, there shouldn't be a death on EG actually while this bamboo has his has his living seed there. But you did see the nuke that I was talking about. I mean, BDS did take a lot of damage from that Lucent Beam with the Soul Catcher on him. But not enough to go down, and then the heal was there. I'm kind of wondering, like, we of course we had the level 1 skirmish right in the forest, so that's already kills done. But where is the next action gonna happen? Because right now, we do have a bit of a rotation perhaps from BDS. He's just walking around Demon, and we still haven't seen Demon really trying to make something happen on the map, which is something that I'm expecting that he will do, purely because he is a Storm Spirit. And we know that he plays aggressive Storm Spirits. And maybe BDS will then chase him around and land for a Split Earth up on the Vortex or something like that. Wow. They really want this mid lane cover, right? Yep. But they aren't really moving just yet. And on the other side, of course, you have RoX, who just want to have their Luna up to farm before they really want to go in. But to distract people from the Luna, we might see Solo having to go for a bit of an RP first. But he needs follow-up damage for that, so he needs to support. And he doesn't really have that option either. I mean, his supports are just trying to still get levels and such. Rotation coming from Solo though. Has got the RP ready. There is of course a Nyx Assassin hanging around there. Level 4 for him right now. Spike Carapace at the ready as well. Level 5 almost with the next creep wave. And Solo sticking around. Towers and heroes will be continued to be healed up. Oh, Dread, what you... Wow, that was very ballsy from Dread. The Impale was there though. Solo thought he was gonna get a kill. Living armor helps out. I really... In the meantime, top lane. Split Earth is gonna stop BZZ while he's channeling his Eclipse, so that's not really a happy time for him. And it was EG that actually managed to get the Chen, so I was right in the time when there was no kills happening bottom, but there was a kill happening top. Chen went down, and that was a good kill for EG. In the meantime, Impale up on Solo, he doesn't have an RP anymore. Jeo has still got the Rocket Barrage, is gonna do it. Spike Carapace helping out. Solo though with the haste rune, gonna be able to run away from that. Stress time for this Treant Protector, as everybody around him is taking damage, and he has to try to find the right priorities to try and take down. Demon coming in, goes for a long range Vortex up on BCC. Disruption helping out, Split Earth missing because of it. Nice try, Edict though, doing a lot of damage. BZZ running for his life, same thing goes for Beatus, and both go down. Now Vanscore gonna be going down soon as well. One more hit needed, and there he goes. Double kill goes the way of Demon. It is a 2-for-1 trade, and a worthy one at that. Losing Beatus for the carry, and the support for RoX is definitely a worthy trade. In the meantime, Dread is back. Call down coming down upon him as well, taking a lot of damage from that, but is gonna be forced back, of course. The only reason that Dread was away to begin with is because he thought he was gonna be bait, and then he almost died when he was bait. And as I often been told, it's not bait if you die. I was close to it though. But the death soul happened on the top lane. Nothing happening on the bottom lane in the end. With Bamboo actually. No longer having mana for it. Well, he will have soon. I mean, he has to keep his living armor on cooldown. This tower is going to benefit from it. This tower is going to benefit from it. Demon himself is going to benefit from it. Just keep it coming. And of course, next to that, like, keeping it on cooldown, yeah, that's great. But next to that, you also have to make sure that you have it available should there be a gank coming. So it's like double risk kind of thing. You of course always want to have it on cooldown, but you also want to have it when you need it most. So you have to know what's coming. As Solo gets himself a surge, he of course has his RP again. But he doesn't really find anybody to charge. As Demon is already backing off, Beatis was already backed off as well. Beatis himself, who's now level 5. In the meantime, on the top lane, it is Bamboo forcing BTZ away. Gonna see Dread coming in as well.
Middle tower is under attack.
Living armors go to the mid lane. Split Earth up on Solo. Do they want to go in? They might be wanting to go in. Here comes Bamboo with the DD roam. Goes on Yol. Yol, you're dead. Can he find more? You'll at least send Magnus to the base before he goes down. So that is nice. But it's only Yol that dies. The TP comes in from the Mag to go back. In the meantime, TP's on the top lane to try and stop the tower from going down. But the tower still dies. And BZZ running for his life. Let's see if he's gonna be fast enough. The home missile will hit at some point, and maybe in the meantime Bamboo can be there. Now all they have to do is find the rocket. And they find him. And they find BCC as well. Oh, he collapsed. Can he do something with it? No, he cannot. Bamboo actually taking the time to heal up Demon while that was going on. Nicely done. In the meantime also, Shadow Demon trying to do what he can, but not being able to get a kill there. Walks himself out. That was the demonic purge that we hear take off. He is level 6. Dread coming in, looking for Demon. I'm not sure if he can chase though. Demon fairly low on mana, however. But there is a Spike Carapace at least to help out. Surge up, Dread. And then just walk past everybody. Here comes Solo as well. Demon jumps himself a little bit further. In the meantime, it is gonna be Jo that's running here. Has a heal on. Has face boots. Here comes Bamboo. Overgrowth. Hits up only Vanscore because there was a disruption up on Solo. And now Bamboo and Fear running away. Finding Yol as they come. There is an Impale if they want to. They can turn around to do just that. But there is an RP up on 2 first. Shockwave going through. Fear going down. Bamboo gonna be the next one to drop. And he indeed should be going down unless he gets healed by the Lich Cheat. He gets healed. No, never mind. He's dead anyways. It's gonna be also Shadow Demon that goes down to Demon still. So at least EG gets something in return. Beat is gonna be going down there as well. Double kill going the way of Solo's Magnus. And they should be getting this little reward as well. A tier 1 tower on the side of EG right now. EG just lost a whole lot of heroes, including a tier 1 and tier 2 tower in the end. So the gold graph goes back the way of the 0 line and will drop a bit further after that as well. Experience graph, not as convincing just yet. EG just has the most kills, but with all these kills and with the time that EG is missing by being dead, the experience will be going a bit more into RoX.KiS' favor still as well. And this is gonna be a start of the comeback that RoX definitely needed. They need to have this mid game going for them. They need to have the Luna doing well. The Luna so far not being able to pick up any kills just yet. Has got drums and has actually died twice. Out of the 7 kills that EG has, 2 of them are on the hard carry. And that is really, really nicely done for EG. As she just found out that there was actually a fake Gyro Copter there. It's a real one. He's using his ulti to take down neutrals. Actually a lot of neutrals though, so I'm gonna forgive him for that. And he's actually almost gonna have his Shadow Blade with those. He just needs 30 gold. And that's right there. That's a Shadow Blade 16 minutes in for Jo. It's not the most amazing farm, but definitely not bad. Definitely not bad at all. And maybe with it we'll be seeing EG go a bit more for towers. I mean, they haven't really been doing that so far. They've lost 2 towers of their own, which you can, of course. I mean, Train Protector is one of those heroes that can actually heal towers. He is the only one that can do that, basically. Oh, Do you really want to do that with the haste drone demon? Yeah. But yeah, so RoX, they can't really chip away from towers. That's something that you can, of course, not do, because Treant will just heal those towers up like no problem. And RoX do it properly. I mean, they just took the top tower in one go, I believe. Quite surprised that they were able to get this tower as well, because that was actually fairly low and that could have been healed up. But then again, Bamboo had his heal on cooldown most of the time. As he's actually not using it right now. Oh my god, we're judgy, aren't we? Ooh, Vendetta. Fear, where art thou going? Oh, sentry ward. He didn't see. Fear didn't see him.
Top tower
I think.
Is under attack.
Of course, he doesn't have a sentry ward of his own. But he realized that if they're taking ancients, they're not by themselves. So
Dire's top tower has fallen.
lucky him for not going in. In the meantime, tier 1 tower top goes down. Jo gonna be happy with that one. He was able to take the gold for that. Whoa. Good luck, good luck, good luck, good luck, good luck. Ooh. That was, of course, at the start of the game. RoX not defending their top lane yet. Now they're going, though. Realizing that AG is sticking around.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Blink dagger up for solo, just demonstrating it right there. And now RoX.KiS, we only have kind of got one ward there. This is the only ward that RoX.KiS have. There's 2 wards up for EG, even though there's one about to disappear from that. But this dire ward, this Roshan ward rather, gonna be important. And saying already to RoX, they want to try and take down Roshan soon. They can, of course they can. They have got a Chen. Chen is one of those heroes that you can take Roshan with fairly fast. And you have got yourself an Empower, you've got yourself a Lunar Blessing. I mean, Roche is definitely a good option right now. And they're not going to go for it. They're going to defend their tier 1 bottom, where it is EG knocking on the door. 5 heroes here from EG. Jo in the front line has got and an escape and a living seed, rather, living armor. So doing fairly well in terms of survivability. 4 heroes here of RoX so far. But they do of course have that RP. And the only one that wasn't there is the one that can heal from a distance, so it's not really that big of a difference, even though the mechanism is still quite nice to have. Tower will go down still. No contest. RoX will just let it go. Take the ancients. Not fight. Even though they have the better team fight if they get it going. And this area is actually a quite decent area for Magnus to throw out his RP. I mean, the range is, or it's basically a bit of a bottleneck. So it's a pretty good place for an RP. Oh, hello, Chen creeps. Yeah, I can't let that go. You've seen too much. Smoke up for EG. Was it actually on 5 or did they forget Jo? Oh, here's the Shadow Blade. It's okay. Ball lightning in. Looking for BCC. Gotta find him. There's a Vortex solo. He can just jump in. Actually, his BKB or his Blink Dagger's on cooldown. And he is actually turning around. It is gonna be Demon that's on the very wrong end of that Dark Sphere wall. Will go down as the first one. And the rest of EG couldn't get in close. He's backing off. We're gonna be seeing Fear. Already having used his Pike Carapace. Does still has his Vendetta if he really wants to use it. Gets RP'd. And gets killed regardless. Do they have a gem? Yes they do. Dread has got one. And that is 2 heroes down on the side of EG and RoX.KiS. Showing them they're ready. Showing them they're prepared. Showing them they'll take Roshan. Maybe. Because they could. Still, they could. Yes. Bamboo still hanging around in nature's guys. 1400 gold in his inventory. He's got himself the mechanism ready. Let's take a look at the gold graph. I keep checking, but there's really still no difference. Kinda experience graph, same story. Going back towards that 0 line. In terms of levels, it looks like this. You see the equalness, kinda. RoX has the supports that are higher levels. EG has the carries that are higher levels, but the differences between them is not that much at all.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
E.g. there's only one tier 1 tower left standing on RoX, that's this one. Not gonna be standing for much longer. Edict at level 3 helping out as well. We do still have a tier 1 standing middle on the side of E.g. themselves though. So this tower will be making a difference here. We'll be giving E.g. 1 tower advantage right now. As they back themselves off after taking a tower. Because you really, like, they know the RP now is on cooldown, but it's not going to be on cooldown for a very long time. I mean, 12 seconds, can't really plan anything for that. And EG is going to be trying to fight, but they're going to try to pick off and then fight. Try to make sure they don't have to worry too much about an RP, so if they can pick up the Magnus, it's going to be good. If they can pick up a Chen, of course, it's going to be great, because then if they survive that RP, they won't be having to deal with anything else, not with the heal if they get people low, etc. So it is yeah, it is probably gonna be pickoffs that EG kind of needs. They do have their, well, they are the only teams that have wards up actually. Here in the river still, as Roshan is still up, and also one that they can see a bit with. This is what you can see with the tower actually. It's pretty decent. Like this, you can see the river, you can see the ancient spot. Or a rune spot rather, and I kind of like this. I don't think I've seen it before. It's very high up on the high ground, and it gives you no chance basically of getting counter warded, which is of course always valuable. So you see this ward gonna get counter warded if they can get some vision there, which they can if Storm Spirit just ball lightnings himself towards that. Oh, by the way, I have changed my textures. Do you see a difference from this game compared to previous game?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Also in terms of performance, of course. And everybody of RoX sitting around that mid lane. EG doing about the same though.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The question is, does EG really want to fight this? Because I kind of like, if they think they can survive the initial burst of the RP, then sure, I get it. They want to do that.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, Jo already showed himself. Beat is gonna be putting the edict out. Look at that damage. Look at that damage. They can't see him.
Radiant's bottom tower is
They can't see him. He of course makes sure that he runs away fast enough so that the tower doesn't get put in the nigh range. Solo. They do have vision here. You see the creep. It's kind of obvious if you're seeing a couple of people standing up on the high ground, standing still. Tower still goes down, goes the way of Leshrac. Vita is lucky with the gold. Look at that, EG. With the coverage, they just want to be able to know where everybody is of RoX the entire time. Of course, they just took down the tier 2 middle. They're probably going to go for the tier 2 top next, based on their ward positions. And it doesn't, well, maybe, yes, smoke off for RoX. They want to fight this. They've got an RP, they've got a Hand of God, they've got an Eclipse and a BKB up on BCZ. Here they come from the lower ground. Bamboo, it's going to be first. Overgrowth needed. Gets 3. Here comes the ball lightning in, as well as the cooldown, but the BKB of BCZ is activated. What can he do? He can do a whole lot, but not kill off Jo, because Jo got his own BKB. It is going to be the Chen that goes down. It is going to be Beatis on the Leshrac that goes down as well. Gives BZZ a double kill, rather. RP on the side up on Jo alone. They get Jo as well. And that is going to be 3 down on EG, and the rest is scattering. They got 3 down, and they only killed off a Chen. 4 down, and only killing off a Chen in return. And that is going to be Demon, last one alive. And the initiation in favor of RoX. By sheer amount of control. And basically the positioning of EG not really being proper. I'm not sure if they were expecting RoX to actually want to fight. I was thinking they would, because they've got an RP. Who doesn't want to fight with an RP, right? Everybody want to fight with an RP. 45. Ooh, drop of frames. Hello, chat. Are you still there? Are you there again, rather? It works. Cool. They paused the game for me. How nice are they, right? Did you still see the Roshan going down? Because the Roshan went down after that fight. You saw the fight, I think, regardless. And then RoX just went in and took the Roshan. It was BZ that took the Aegis. First Aegis at 26 minutes, so... Yep. Pausing international qualifier since 2013. I'm proud of it. Toilet emergency. What kind of emergency could you have that you have to go to the toilet? Is he so nervous that he has to throw up? Or is he ill that he has to throw up? Or does he just otherwise pee his pants? Or does he otherwise poop his pants? So many options. Mother called him. That's not a WC. WC is a water closet. It's like a toilet. Yeah, it's a water closet. Closet? It's French. Water closet? Or something like that. I don't know. It's just, I don't know, it's French. And it's basically the same as a water closet. But there's the go again. Yeah. The go. Zigo. As is Zigo. But yeah, we are on a bit of an impasse after the Aegis. We are gonna probably see RoX wait until everything is back up again, take control over the map, and then push in one lane and try to look for a fight and at least take down a couple of tier 2 towers of their own. Of course, that was the job of EG before, but EG, they probably don't want to be fighting for now. Don't want to be fighting until that Aegis is gone from RoX, because BCZ was able to deal out a ton of damage in the previous fight, and they don't want to be having that again. I mean, he has... They are having to deal with it again, but they don't want to have to deal with it twice because of that Aegis. Hey, my impression of Death Prophet is not saying what a closet. It would be something like saying... Come, my sweet ladies. But then in French. I don't have a French accent. I don't think I can fake a French accent. What would be a good sentence to fake a French accent with? Something with an R. Nova? No. It's more like Nova. Sorry, people in the VOD. Because I'm streaming with no delay, and because there is a fairly small pool of people watching me, I can actually interact with the chat a whole lot more than I normally can. So that's where the sounds come from. Escargot. Oui, oui. Why are you saying W-E for that? It's like O-U-I, not wee wee. And you rather say like weh. If you're like we is very polite, like saying yes. Like the proper polite way of saying yes. But you normally say just yeah. Weh. Instead of we. What are you gonna do there, people? They better not run in here. You should TP out. He has a TP. He has a TP. I'm not sure what they're planning. Oh, I know what they're planning. They're planning on taking down the tower back door. With an edict, that might actually work. Level 4 edict. As we see Fear picking up the blink dagger. Here comes the next quick wave. They're gonna let that one go. Oh, I'm not sure if they were aiming for that, letting that one go. Well, Taking it. Here comes the
Radiant's
power
top tower
horse.
is under attack.
TP incoming, but the edict takes on. It is going to be Shadow Demon that comes first. And a fortification goes off still. It's going to be negating most of the edict damage. But the edict will still be there and it will still be enough. There we go. Tier 2 tower going down, but a tier 2 tower on the top lane going down as well. This is the push that I was talking about that RoX wanted to do. But it kind of got stopped because creep waves, 2 creep waves now going down by Demon's hand. That means that this is the last 2 creeps that are coming from the top lane. So they can't really continue their push. What are you doing, people? Oh, hello, smoke. You're not stalking Enigma in the jungle? Yeah. Good thing now. Let's see if they can take down the next tier 2. I mean, there's no tier 2 towers left on the rocks anymore. And EG, they probably still don't really want to fight. They're still on Aegis up. They know it's been 46, 45, so you're gonna be seeing the Aegis drop at 40, or rather 26:45, obviously, I'm awkward. 32:45. So that's in 2 minutes from now. 1.5 rather. So in 1.5 minutes, EG can fight. If they want to, that's a whole different ordeal, but they can again. They could again. Because they don't have to deal with that Aegis. And of course, before that 1.5 minutes is over, BZZ probably wants to fight. He has got himself a Yasha, by the way. He's also got himself 2,500 gold. And he's also rotating himself to where there's a lot of wards standing. And yeah, this should be an exit for EG. Whoa, what are you doing there? Really, Demon? Okay. He ball lightning like there-ish to buy something probably to get his BKB ready. He doesn't have any gold, so, or to get his Orchid ready, probably rather. Because of course you don't need secret shop for the BKB. But yeah, he died. He died fairly fast as well. I'm gonna actually just check to be. Yeah, he just came in there to buy something, and then they came back in.
Tower is under attack.
Of course, for me, the other streams that are on have a bit of a delay, so I can actually check what happened in their stream if I'm unclear about it, because it happens later on theirs. I'm actually curious to see if that's, like, is that overall the case? Am I actually having less delay than they have?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
In terms of what happens in games? Or is it just me that thinks that? By the way, that was of course tower going down. More gold for BZZ. Manta style ready. Maybe it's just me that thinks that. I mean, everybody has a bit of delay of having the frames going to Twitch and then going to people's servers, etc. Yeah, I'm having the 6-minute delay because I'm casting using DotaTV. So the delay on the game should be about the same, but it might be like 10 seconds different. Like 3 seconds before Toby, for example. Yeah, that's what I mean. Well, that's good to know. That's good to know. It's funny. Oh my god, people can snipe this draft from me. Woo, but they can actually... they can snipe the draft from the in-game client way faster than from me, actually. Never mind that. I'm stupid. Well, anyway, EG, they are looking to fight. They are looking to go. They want to make it worse. That they have smoked up. They've got themselves Jail with them. KB and the BKB and the Shadow Blade. Demon with the Orchid. Let's see if they have some more Blink Dagger upon Bamboo. So initiation is there. Of course, great minds think alike. We might see RoX trying to go for a fight as well, even though they don't have an Aegis anymore, as it of course vanished. They know that the Roshan is going to be up against it too. Oh, here they come. It is going to be Fear that comes in first. There comes an Impale solo, gets Vortex. He turns on his BKB still though for Demon. There's an RP up on 3, but no follow-up damage because the Overgrowth is there. Eclipse going through, but the BKBs are still on. It's going to be EG that loses the first 2 heroes. And it's going to be 3 that they lose. Can they get away right now? Because that is going to be their only hope, and this is the last one alive for EG. Everybody died apart from Demon, and now Demon will be the last one to go down. That is a team wipe in favor of RoX.KiS, and they were not the ones to initiate this. Oh my god, that rhymed, and I didn't even try.
You have my gratitude.
Well, that was a pure massacre. It was just a good RP. Not that much damage going through while in it, but it did make sure that the BKBs that EG had, the duration was about off when they came out of their BKB, and then everything just got bursted down. Basils with the Manta style, just bashing everybody with the bouncing blades. Oh my god, bashing everybody with the bouncing blades. Yes, a lot of B's in that sentence. And overall, just very solid. Darkseer Wall, of course, helping out as well. Hand of God helping out as well. Everything was falling in place for RoX.KiS, and they looked like they had not fought after the fight. So looking good, and also looking solid for the next Roshan that will be coming up for another minute. But EG, of course, they are not going to be letting it go past that easily. They probably want to fight that Roshan as well. Whoa. EG. RoX. EG. RoX. EG. RoX. EG. RoX! Like that. I know, I found that funny to do. This is gonna be a bit more convincing, going towards the 7,500. Sorry. Oh, I don't know what's wrong. My head is making weird things. Oh well. Oh, sorry cat, what you doing, cat? Oh, he's hearing things. That's just like me. Well, I'm kind of expecting EG to still want to fight this Roshan. I'm gonna be seeing y'all going down maybe first. Oh, hello, bye. Haha, Demon gets the kill. Coming in to help out his teammate. And maybe now they can't go for RoX. Actually, who cares about having a Chen or not? They're gonna go in. They have a hasted up on solo. They have an RP up again, even though he doesn't have that much mana. He does still have mana boots up again at 3. And there were no magic cookies today. Actually, I can't spoil myself more today than I did. I already had my Starbucks vanilla latte. It was really good. I had a blueberry muffin. It was really good. I had a pre-made sandwich from a nice good shop, which was really good. And now I have to starve myself until Tuesday. Yes. Basically. Oh, anyway, Roshan will be dropped here. No real surprise about that. And there's gonna be no fight for EG for another 6 minutes. So, better leave. Well, no fights, I say, but pickoffs would be okay. So that's probably why Fear is roaming around. That's something that EG probably is looking for right now. Pickoffs. Trying to make sure that the lanes keep getting pushed out, and just not trying to find a team fight. They have to have that coverage, of course. In terms of map control, they've got a very defensive ward up there, and they've got a very offensive ward right here, just to see if people go into that jungle. All tier 2 towers on both teams are already gone right now. Nature's guys for bamboo. They have to be careful though, because I believe there's a gem of true set on someone here from RoX. Yep, it's on the solo. It's Magnus. We do, by the way, have a butterfly up on BCZ. 1200 gold extra as well. Just because he can. Just because he's rich. We've got the Hex up on the Darkseer, Dread. Got a smoke ready, and Chen's inventory is in the base, so might be wanting to do that as the courier actually has it on him now.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah, and the inventories of all people looking pretty solid on the set of RoX. I mean, EG definitely not looking bad. The Gyro, of course, the one that's supposed to be doing everything for his team, but so far he's just been copied, and then RoX took it. Or he did most of his damage, and then there was a hand of God and a mechanism. It's just been RoX that has been ruling the map for the last 10 minutes or so. Well, even more. Last 15 minutes even. EG still finding the space to get some farm though. Oh. 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 Yeah. The moment that if Solo didn't blink himself to the creep wave, that would have been way worse for EG. They wouldn't have seen it, and they would have been jumped on, and they would have died. A lot of them would have, or at least a few. And of course, if RoX can take this, we are going to be heading ourselves on to game number 3, because this is game number 2 of the Western qualifiers for the second stage, kinda. It is going to be a RoX EG. And then after this game we're going to be seeing, or after this matchup I should say, going to be seeing DD taking on Mouse Sports. And then the winner of both those two matches will be facing each other in the winners bracket finals tomorrow. And the losers of those two matches will be facing each other in the loser semi-finals later today, where one team will actually already be eliminated from the qualifiers, and we'll only have 3 teams left, starting then tomorrow. And of course all working up to that grand finals, which is on Sunday. Though of course in that grand finals already has got 2 teams that at least will be going to Seattle. The main question is, of course, are they going to be able to get that spot directly, or are they still going to be having to face the Western or the Eastern qualifiers runner-up, which is not really something that you want to be having. I mean, you've seen the teams, and you know, there is definitely still a difference in quality of Dota in those in Western and Eastern Dota. And there's just more good teams in the East than there are in the West. That's the way to see it. RoX bashing on the tower a bit, but it has got the heal. Living armor. Oh, hello, Disruption. Hello, Mata Style. Split Earth helping out, actually still doing quite a bit of damage to BCZ, but he has got the Aegis, so he doesn't really have to worry. And there goes the heal again. Of course, like I said, a siege doesn't really work when you have a Treant Protector on your team. Disruption, gonna be there. Solo jumping in, gets a 2-man RP, vacuum there as well. Here comes the overgrowth from Bamboo though. Eclipse helping out and is bursting. Fear down. Bamboo running for his life right now. Cooldown coming down to help him out should be enough. But in the meantime, RoX, they're gonna be trying to bash a bit in the tower, but it gets fortified and they are the ones to back off. Using everything they had, not losing a single soul. Killing off Fear very fast, by the way. Using the Dark Seer Wall, using the RP. And those are all, of course, things that they want to be having. There were 2 RPs, by the way. Refresh Orb and another RP used on the side of RoX. But I was gonna say, like, okay, Bamboo can now heal up this tower again, and again, and again, and again, if he wants to. The one thing that you have to keep in mind is that a Treant Protector is a great hero early in the game. Like, he can save things from save people from dying. He can allow dives and stuff like that for his team, and he can punish dives for the opponent team. He is a really strong hero early game. Later on in the game, he kind of falls off the map slightly. He is not as present. He does, of course, have his overgrowth, which is really nice. But that's it. He can heal towers and overgrowth. That's it. His damage is not going to be insurmountable again. It's just, you know, he's not as strong late game as he is early game. And right now, EG, they're feeling that. Like an RP or a Ravage or something like that would have been better at this point. Overgrowth is great, but not doing enough just yet. We are gonna see RoX maybe try again though. They still have that Aegis. It's only there for another 2 minutes or so. 1 minute rather. No, actually it's gone. Never mind, it's just gone. I was gonna say, like, I can't count, can I? And then, yeah, he disappeared. Boom. My bad. Anyway, RoX, do they want to wait for another 4 minutes before another Aegis? Or do they want to fight? That's the question. They just fought. They didn't lose the fight, but they did get forced out. Demon giving himself some vision. And EG leaving the enemy jungle once again. They're just trying to farm up what they can. We are now having Jo also with a butterfly. Might be a big help. He needs to have buyback though. That's gonna be so important. If he's gonna be locked in 2 RPs, he will die. He will actually just die. So he needs to have his buyback ready. So he'll probably not wanting to fight until he has that. And actually probably might not want to spend any gold until he can buy a rapier. RoX.KiS. they're just gonna push onward. They have a Luna that has buyback, that has Manta, has BKB, has Butterfly. It's looking pretty solid. This actually has got enough for a Satanic as well if she wants it, but rather probably wants to have also her buyback. Everybody of EG is already back in the base. Tower is already back to full HP almost. Disruption is going to help out creating some more illusions, and the Manta cell there as well. Here comes Demon trying to burn away a couple of the illusions. That's at least successful, but the tower is still taking a lot of damage. Impale going through. There goes the BKB up, and it's already Demon that goes down. Here he comes back though. He buys back. Cooldown coming down as well. What can Jo do? Nothing. He dies. He buys back. Cooldown again. Doesn't do that much. Joel taking a lot of damage, but not going to be going down. Bamboo taking a lot of damage, not going to go down though. And it's still going to be RoX. Full on HP with 2 buybacks on the side of EG. And RoX get forced away. And how does this happen? Look at their HP bars. Oh, can they get someone on the return yet? Van score. Oh, Dread turning him to a piglet. Won't be able to get killed off anymore either. I mean, come on, this guy. He died like a fly. Same thing actually goes for Demon. I didn't even see where he died. He just died so fast that I didn't even notice. In the meantime, though, the tower is not dead, and Bamboo can just continue healing it up again. But they did just use a lot of buybacks. They used the buybacks on the Storm, they used the buyback on the Gyro, and those 2 heroes right now are the highest priority targets for EG. So a good catch, or highest priority targets for, well, for EG and for RoX, I guess. For EG is their top highest farmers, and for RoX is of course the top highest to kill off, and now they killed them off, and they had them buy back, so that means they're gonna be poor. Means they're not going to be having new items, and it means that their buyback is on cooldown, and it depends on what RoX want to do. Like, do they want to fight again right now, or do they want to be patient and go for the Roshan? Because that's almost up again. They do have the Satanic now up on BCZ. He's got 2k gold left as well. Let's see if we find some new items. Van score. We have the Ghost Scepter. We have got the Refresher Orb off in 1 minute again. EG gonna be finding a couple of people here. Gonna be jumping in, fighting BZ. Here comes an RP though, up on 2. BKB up. What can Jo do? Now he can actually attack people. Flat Cannon helping out. And that is gonna be Solo going down. But BZZ just standing there, bashing things. Standing there, killing stuff. Already used the Satanic. It is gonna be Bamboo that also goes down. 2 for 1 so far. And the rest of EG, they scatter, they back, they hide, they run. And they're gonna give up Roshan as well. Because here he comes. Boom. And that is gonna be the gold graph. Not as, like, we knew that the drop was there, of course. It's gonna be going up a bit again, but still sitting in favor of RoX. Same thing goes for the experience. The drops and rises on the experience graph are always gonna be a bit more extreme than gold graph, of course. Until we reach that level where people are gonna start reaching level 25, in which case that difference is gonna be less and less. Because we have now also got a cheese up on Dread. And EG, what can they do? They can just try to heal up the tower a bit more, but not without Bamboo. Bamboo's still dead. Well, this is gonna be the tier 3 definitely going down if RoX continues to push like this, and I think that they are. Woo! That's not good. I was trying to drink some water. I was trying to drink it without you noticing it, but then I threw something on the floor. Not really ideal. Ah, they can't be. Are they? I'm like thinking right now that RoX might want to try their luck on the bottom tier 3. But that means that they're just gonna be leaving this one to get healed up and gonna go bottom instead. That's interesting. Let's see. Everything up once more. Same thing goes for EG though. Well, apart from the buybacks. Buybacks aren't up. And even if they were, they didn't have the gold just yet. Maybe they'll get it with the next fight though. Disruption, creating illusion, same old story. Manta style helping out as well in 4 seconds. Here comes the heal, here comes the impale. Odd choice for RoX to go for this lane. But we'll find out why. Mana burn, because he can. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at those bouncing blades. Fear in so much trouble. Black Cannon helping out. Jo, trouble. Shadow Blade to get away. Tower. Fortified. Cooldown coming down to help clear out the creep wave, but the tower will still go down. Siege creeps will make sure of that one. And if not siege creeps, it will be BZZ. Siege creep already done it. Here comes an RP. Actually, it wasn't an RP, it was just a shockwave, and Luna even done the job. Fear That was that you saw just bursted down. Jump in. Demon with the BKB. Here comes the Eclipse. You're gonna be entangled. It is gonna be a overgrowth, but there's the RP. Hits up on 2. Refresher and another RP. Demon goes down. Jo goes down. Beatus goes down. And the only one left alive is gonna be Bamboo. And I think that this is the start of us seeing a game number 3, because this Luna is out of control right now. She is beyond godlike, and she has got 8k gold. She is unstoppable. The GG is called. EG will be forced into a game number 3. It will be RoX.KiS that make the score 1-1 in this Western qualifier, international qualifier, that is. The game to decide which one of these two teams will go to the loser bracket and which one will go to the winners bracket. We'll see it in the next game, but only if you keep watching, because otherwise you'll never find out unless you read the news. No, you have to keep watching, because this is a good game. Good matches. Let's see another good one. Stick around. More Dota coming your way in just, well, probably about 6 minutes or 10 or so. Yeah. Here we go.